Welcome to Thanks for Watching. I'm Lauren Zima.
And I'm Zach Toombs.
And today we're going to talk about The Affair.
Do you remember being worried at the time?
No, but I should have been.
Interstellar.
And Homeland.
That puts you at the center of this, the epicenter.
And what I'm going to prove today is that I was right about The Affair.
And I'm going to be talking about The Reconnaissance.
Everybody ready to say goodbye to our solar system? To our galaxy. Here we go.
Interstellar.
So essentially, I saw Interstellar over the weekend. Zima did not.
I love how you preface that with a word like essentially.
So basically, I saw Interstellar over the weekend, and I'm going to try to convince her to see Interstellar because I feel like the critics have not been fair to it. I feel like a tomato meter rating does not give Interstellar justice.
I hate Anne Hathaway. I'm sick of Matthew McConaughey. I'm sick of movies about space. I don't want to see Interstellar.
So I have my work cut out for me.
Murphy's Law doesn't mean that something bad will happen. It means that whatever can happen will happen.
So he's good in this movie.
I think he's great. Yeah, I think he's very likable. Probably the best part of this film, aside from the fact that it's just amazing visually, which was not a surprise because Christopher Nolan always stuns visually. Brief synopsis. Earth is dying.
War of the Worlds.
Everybody who lives on Earth lives in apparently a Norman Rockwell painting. The remnants of NASA are looking for another planet where human life can move on to, essentially.
Lost in space.
Yeah. So first I'll talk about what I didn't like in the film, and then I'll make my hard sell. I didn't love the last 30 minutes. I didn't love the first 30 minutes, but the meat of the story was just really something to behold. I mean,
Beginning and ending, who needs them?
the middle part of the film made the whole thing worth it. I think visually it's stunning. The storyline, while probably overly complex, is very interesting, and there's a lot to chew on. And there's a cameo that makes the film, especially the middle part of the film, entirely worth it. Someone who's not really top billed, but who you think would be top billed in a film like this. And don't go look at the IMDb page because that will spoil it.
Okay.
But there's essentially like a John Glenn-esque character who they come across. And it's one of the better cameos in film that I've seen
I hope to
recently.
God it's Tom Hanks.
I'm not going to say anything.
One sentence.
Space Cowboy.
Okay.
But you're never going to be successful if you only write one book a decade.
I'm never going to be successful.
That's not what I said.
Since it's my time to shine, I think we should start with The Affair. I was right, confetti. Roll the clip! I think that Joshua Jackson's brother is dead. Scotty, spoiler alert, Scotty the brother is the one who was killed.
It's not a spoiler alert because that's still just a theory, not a for sure thing. Scotty being the brother-in-law of Ruth Wilson's character.
Gotta be Scotty. It's gotta be Scotty. Otherwise I have no stake left in this show. What did you think of this episode?
I liked this episode.
What I love is when a show brings something back that I had almost forgot happened. And I remembered in the first a callback. Improv. I remembered in the first episode being very confused by why she was biking with that cooler that she like dropped off inexplicably.
Still haven't really explained that, have they?
They haven't explained it, and then in the scenes for next week, they show her with that cooler again. And I'm thinking there's some kind of drug
Illicit fish
delivery. It's tuna. They're overfishing.
Black market tuna.
Loved the scene where Joshua Jackson came back and found that she wasn't asleep like she said she was going to be.
Right.
It was a moment of silence like I have not seen in a while in television. It
was
so
awkward.
tense. It was so awkward.
Yeah.
But I loved it. Gonna make one bold prediction. After watching this episode, I think she's using him in a way we don't know about yet.
Wait, she's using her husband or using Noah?
I think that her feelings for him might largely be an act, and that there's more of a reason for this affair than we know.
I'll take you there one day.
Don't.
Why not?
Don't say things that aren't true.
So their memories are not entirely reliable. But we also have to wonder if the memories that we're seeing are even the memories that or even their true memories.
I think
mean,
she's
are
making
they-
herself look sweet in her memory. It's gotta be Scotty.
Could be anyone.
You're wrong.
You have taught an entire generation to live with one foot in the afterlife.
So Homeland, a show that continues to just act totally batshit insane.
If you watched Homeland's episode Sunday night, in the last 5 minutes you were going, no, 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 you've got to be f***ing kidding me. No, no, they wouldn't.
So, you know, if you watch Homeland, you know that at the end of season 3, they killed off Brody. At the end of the episode, Brody pops back up after having been killed off in the previous season.
He said it.
I told you, spoiler alert. The second twist to this twist is that they didn't bring him back after all. So I guess I'm glad with the way they handled that, but at the same time, I am upset that they even felt the need to bring him back in some sort of dream sequence scenario. A, because dream sequences are cheap, and B, because, again, I wish they'd focus on the espionage, which is what I think they do well, and not on the personal relationships.
My reaction was, oh my God, they're this desperate. And then it was like, oh, thank God they're not that desperate.
The showrunners are so desperate.
Yes, the showrunners, the writers.
And I'm not angry, I'm disappointed. But then...
That's like the dad
Yeah,
thing
but then
to
the
say.
second... One of the most frustrating things about the show is that you know that everyone involved in the CIA on Homeland are really bad at CIA things.
Yeah. Quinn is the only one who's remotely good. I'd say he's the only one who still has a good batting average. Saul got himself kidnapped.
He's supposed to be the responsible one.
You know, we had always thought that Lockhart was this guy who just talked his way up to the position in the CIA. In this episode, he gets stuff done.
Yeah.
He laid down the law. He wants Saul back. He spoke his mind. He was the person to cheer for.
He was the person to root for because you just wanted somebody to come in and take control of the situation because Carrie can't be trusted to do anything, including answer her phone when
she might kill Saul.
Yeah. Regardless, there were some silver linings in this episode. There were some bright spots. I really enjoyed the back and forth between Haqqani, the extremist that they've been tracking, and Saul, who is now a captive of these extremists. Saul apparently has some real guts.
You realize I'm of no intelligence value to you whatsoever.
Did you say something?
I have no value to you.
I thought he was going to get slapped.
You're right. They've treated him very well.
Very well.
Yeah. They've given him a long leash.
Yeah.
And I think this season's plot lines, they've been tied to the present day better than previous seasons. Previous seasons, to me, still seemed stuck in the Bush years. And I think this is the first season where Homeland has really felt truly modern in its source material.
You know who's not screwing up? Max, the tech guy.
Well, Max does a great job. Max is just a hard worker.
He's got like one line an episode, and it's always very.
It's always like good news.
Well, thanks for watching, and I'd like to point out again that I was right about the affair. I will see Interstellar, though. Mediocre job of convincing me.